Georgia Congressman Paul Broun is a member of the Tea Party Caucus. He joins us live from Capitol Hill. How many members so far?
John, I don't know how many members we have so far. There were 24 in attendance for this initial meeting, and we listened to the Tea Party activists from all over the country that were there. There were people representative of all ethnic groups, all races, and it was a great initial meeting. So it's all about listening to the American people, and that's what the Tea Party Caucus is all about.
But you don't need a caucus to do that. I mean, as a member of Congress, you're expected to respond to your constituents' concerns, right?
Absolutely, and I'm excited about the Tea Party movement all over this country. I'm an original intent constitutionalist. I believe the federal government should only be doing the 18 things that Article 1, Section 8 gives us the authority to do. And what I'm seeing by the Tea Party groups all over this nation is they're talking about constitutionally limited government. They're talking about reducing the size of government, having fiscal responsibility. They are teed off. They're taxed enough already, and that's what this is all about. It's just a mechanism to bring members of Congress together so that the leaders of various grassroots groups all over this country can come to Washington and talk to us about what concerns them, and that's what the Tea Party Caucus is all about.
All right, so let me continue to play devil's advocate for a moment, because one of the I guess ideals of the Tea Party movement is that it is very grassroots. By putting this caucus together and bringing a bunch of members of Congress together in one room, are you sort of beginning the creations of a bureaucracy here?
Absolutely not. In fact, the Tea Party movement is a bottom-up movement, is an expression of the most powerful political force in America, and that's we the people, the first three words of the Constitution. It's we the people speaking all over this country. They're concerned about the loss of freedom. They're concerned about all the taxes and regulations that have been put on businesses and industry. They just want their country back. They want their freedom back. They want government to leave them alone. And the caucus is a mechanism where the leaders of all these grassroots groups, no matter where they are, what they're all about, can come and speak to members of Congress. So it's an ideal situation where the organizational leaders can come here and meet with a number of members of Congress and can talk about what concerns them. That's what this is geared towards. That's what it's all about. That's what it will continue to be.
Is there a parallel here with the Blue Dog Democrats who, when they vote as a bloc, have an awful lot of clout, especially when it comes to financial matters? Are you expecting that the 28, 29 of you, and that's the last head count that we had here at the Fox Newsroom, 28 or 29 of you, and presumably growing some, are you going to be able to vote as a bloc and influence some of these matters that concern you so much?
Well, I don't know. That'll remain to be seen. The Republican Party is built on low taxes, a limited government, very little intrusion in people's lives, on the free market system and on a strong national defense. And that's what exactly these Tea Party groups all over the country, whether it's the Tea Party Patriots, the 912 organization, Americans for Prosperity, many, many others, Freedom Works, I can go on. And the thing is, the grassroots around this country realize how much freedom that they're losing, and so they're just coming to talk to us, and then the members of Congress will go and stand firm on the principles that we believe in. I believe in the Constitution as it was intended by our founding fathers. There are very few members of Congress that believe the way I do. I think we're going to a whole lot more in this year's election, so I'm looking forward to what the effect's going to be of the grassroots movements, the Tea Party movement all over this country, to take our country back, to take our freedom back, to leave money in our pockets and get the federal government just out of our lives so that we can run our lives without all the government intrusion.
Republican Congressman Paul Broun of Georgia will continue to watch the Tea Party Caucus, see what comes out of it. Thank you.
Thank you. To Chicago now with